Hello everyone, welcome to C Programming Language MCQ question answer series. In this video, we will talk about another MCQ question from C Programming Language. And in this particular session, we will talk about post increment and while loop. So this is our first program. You can see that in this program we have a main method, and inside this we have a variable I, and we are printing I variable with post increment. So what would be the output of this program? So let's jump into the IDE. So you can see that in my IDE I have already written the program. So here in this line, the value of I equal to 1, and in this statement you can see that you are using the post increment operation. So the output will be 1. How? So you can see that the output is actually 1. So we have to understand that whenever we are using the post increment operation, it will not reflect in the same line, but it will reflect the output in the different line or the next line. So if you'll print I again in this line without any incrementation, the value of I will be 2, because in this statement the value will increase by 1, but it will not reflect in this line, but it will reflect in this particular statement. So now if we will compile and run, you will be able to see that in this statement we have a value I equal to 1, but in background it incremented the value of I, and in the next statement you can see the output of this statement. So this is how actually incrementation works. Post increment is an increment operator represented as the double plus symbol followed by a variable a, b, c, like that. So it will be a plus plus or x plus plus or j plus plus, and it increment the value of a operand by 1 after using it in the mathematical expression. In other words, we can say that the variable's original value is used in the expression first, and then the post increment operator updates the operand value by 1. Let's understand what is pre-increment operator. So the pre-increment operator is represented as the double plus symbol and appended before the variable's name. So for example, plus plus a, plus plus I, plus plus j, these are called the pre-incrementation of a variable, and the pre-increment operator is used to increment the value of a operand by 1 before using it in the mathematical expression. In other words, we can say that the value of a variable is first incremented, then the updated value is used in the expression. So again, if I'll put I plus plus here, then also it will in this statement. So in this statement the value will increment by 1, but whenever we are printing in the next line, then the value of I will be same as 2. So you can compile and run it, then you will be able to see that the value of I will be 2. So this is how the post increment work. But in case of pre-increment, so if I'll give plus plus I here, first it will increment the value and it will store inside the variable. So there here also you will be able to see the output as 2. So if you compile and run, that you can see that the value of I equals to 2. But if I'll put I plus plus here and then compile and run, in this statement, in the case of post increment, the value was not reflected, but in this case the value will reflect in the same line. So if you compile and run, in the same statement you will be able to see that the value of I will be 2. So this is how actually pre-increment and post-increment work. So most of the cases, in some cases in while loop, for loop, this post-increment and pre-increment are used to iterate over the loop. So I'll give you one example here to understand in better way. So now I will explain with a while loop. So I am typing while, and then you have to give the condition I plus plus percentile d, then space, and here you can print the value of I. So what will be the output in this case? So in this case you can see that in a first, so in this case you will be able to see the output as a if the value of I will be 1, and in this case the value of I will be increment with 1, that will be I equals I plus 1. In this check statement, the value will not reflect the store in the I variable, so it will be 1 less than 2, so this statement will be executed. In the second time, when we completed the first iteration, the value will be changed from 1 to 2, then this statement will be not valid, so only one time this loop will execute. So if you compile and run the program, you can see that we have a typing mistake. We have to use the printf, then compile and run again, and you will be able to see that the value of I will be 2, because in this statement the value of I change, and whenever we printing 2, then it already updated the value. So this is how the program actually works. But if in this case, in here, if I use plus plus I, then in this particular statement the value will be updated and the condition will be false. So in this case the while loop will not execute. So you can see that we don't have any output in this case. So this is how actually post increment and pre increment works. So if you have any doubt, you can ask me in the comment section. I will try to answer it. I will try to solve your problem. Okay, thanks for watching this video. Bye bye.